Olwaleero President Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert Bobi Wine akedde Mbarara eyo Maama Joly Mugisha ngono ye Vice President wa Omumyukawe okuva mu Western Uganda mulwadde muzibu era nga ali mu SAIU akasenge kabayi gyali kuno lwasazo President Kyagulanyi Ssentamu gendayo amukyalire kamubuuze kamulabeko embeera nga bweri era kyekigenda maaso wabula asanze nga mukama mulungi akubye ku matu. Kyagulanyi wandiise ebigambo bino n'agamba nti no, this morning in Mbarara we checked on Honorable Joly Mugisha, the National Unity Platform Deputy President for Western Uganda. She was admitted to the Intensive Care Unit ICU on Monday in a critical condition. Thankfully, the doctors have worked very hard to stabilize her condition and we are very delighted to see her make a great improvement. Join us in praying for her quick and full recovery. Olwaleero akedde Mbarara eyo wa omubaka okukebera oba okukyalira ku Maama Joly Mugisha ono deputy we mu National Platform kuba president. N'agamba nti ono yatwalibwa mu ddwaliro mu kasenge k'abayi kunaku lwa Mande oba bbalaza lwa wiiki eno ng'embeera mbi nnyo tasobola taasibe oyo ali ku mimwa. Agamba nti yeebaza abasawo abaddwaliro bakoze omulimu omunene okulaba nga batereeza Maama Joly Mugisha embeera kati ku ssanyu era kati akubye ku matu era ono kale. N'agamba nno asaba mwenna bano Uganda gye muli mwegatteko twegatte okusabira Maama Joly Mugisha atusobola nga ate asuuka atera ekifaananyi kino nga bali Mbarara eyo gye bagenza okulaba ku Maama Joly Mugisha. Waliwo gamba nti Maama Joly Mugisha yaani oyinza ogamba Maama Joly Mugisha yaani nga simujjukira kozi omukyala yaliwa kozi yaliwa omukyalo oyo yono Maama Joly Mugisha era n'ebigambo bye ebirungi ebizimba njaga nsoke mukwemu omujjukire bulungi Maama Joly Mugisha yani.
Joly Mugisha, I'm the Deputy President, National Unity Platform, Western Uganda. I am a member of the National Executive Committee of the National Unity Platform, and recently, as a party, we got a challenge by one of us, the Deputy President in charge of Central Region, the Right Honorable Matthias Mpuga. He was involved in a corruption scandal that involved him taking 500 million Uganda shillings as a token of appreciation as he presented it to us. We held a meeting, was it on Wednesday this week? When we heard of the scandal, we held a meeting. The whole top leadership of the party held a meeting at our headquarters in Kavure, where the Right Honorable Mpuga was given an opportunity to speak for himself, and he agreed before us. He really opened up and said, well, I was involved in that one and I took the money. And then we told him that it was prudent, according to our values as a party, that when you fall short of integrity and you are involved in a corruption scandal like that one, that you resign. So we asked him to resign so that we could see how to navigate around the scandal. But unfortunately, the Right Honorable Mpuga didn't think that it was necessary to resign, because he claimed that that a committee of commissioners, three members of the commission, himself, and then the Speaker of Parliament, the Right Anita Among, that they sat down and awarded the money. You know, what surprised us was that that meeting took place when the leader of opposition had been in office less than 6 months. Because you recall that elections took place in 2021. Then we went through all that, and then we appointed him as the leader of opposition. Now, on 22nd May 2022 is when this meeting was purportedly held. We got the minutes recently, and that's when we called him to tell us what exactly had happened. And he indeed, he confirmed that he he was given that opportunity, but then that opportunity was personal holder, such that even if he would have thought that it was a law, that was a policy that would apply to all leaders of opposition, he told us, the minutes were saying that thing was personal holder. In other words, it was only for him alone, such that if the next round of opposition was to get an award, it would be, the onus would be upon him to negotiate and see how much he would be given. That's what made us to believe that it was indeed a bribe, because at that material time we will recall that NUP had been grappling with the government to, with regard to our members who had been imprisoned for a long time without cause.
There's those people who say that you don't want Mpuga in the party because he's more educated than the president of the party. What can you say about that?
NUP is an open-minded party. We welcome people. Mpuga came in when the Right Honorable Kyagulanyi was already president of the party. Okay? He came, and we knew it's not that we saw Mpuga yesterday. Mpuga was in SURVE, he was a member of DP with his team, he was a member of UYD, Uganda, Young Democrats, something like that. He has been on the face of politics in Uganda. It's not that that it is yesterday that Mr. Kyagulanyi realized that he's more educated. We know he's a lawyer, right? So for him, for people to claim that he's more educated, therefore we are scared of educated people, I want to inform you that NUP is full of very, very highly educated people, more educated and more experienced politically than the Right Honorable Mpuga. So that these are some of the excuses. You know, sometimes I wonder what Ugandans want. You know, there is a small proverb in my language, a story they used to tell me a long time ago. Before, people used to die, but one day somebody resurrected from the death. And instead of the people jubilating, saying, oh, you know, now people can resurrect, people were like, excuse me, those who died don't resurrect. For you, why have you come back? Now, this one brings me to believe that Ugandans, most Ugandans, or some Ugandans, indeed, are not able to know what is good for them, because either because of our levels of education or exposure or name it, because the propagandists for NRM have really blinded Ugandans. Okay. But this was a corruption scandal. Why do they want us to hide under the table? And then, because you remember the iron sheet saga. Now, when the people of the iron, but is it anyway the only one? You see what is surprising us in NUP is that this was our member, right? This is our vice deputy president. This is our member of parliament on our ticket. This is a member of the National Executive Committee. For us, where he belongs, we are saying, but this person has done this. Now NRM, because for them they like corruption, they have nurtured corruption, they were born on corruption. Now for them they are the ones making more noise, saying that why shouldn't we have hidden? Because for them, they are used to hiding. They are used to taking money. If you look at what happened with the Rubowa Hospital, you know the iron sheet saga, you know the Jim Mwezi issue with the money for, what money was it? For HIV. You know all these things. You see the hospitals, you see the roads, because Ugandans are used to seeing people stealing, you know, embezzling government funds and keeping quiet. They want us to do likewise. But for us at NUP, we are saying we are offering you a different trend, right? We are offering you an alternative. We are giving you a better option. If you steal, we expose you. After all, in Orinyankore, they say, akabwa kihuro mugongo gwako. When a dog steals, it is beaten there in public. They don't take it under the bed and beat it from there. All the members of the National Executive Committee, the deputy presidents, the spokesperson, the secretary general, and the deputy secretary general, we were many. Yes. The four deputy and even Mpuga himself was there.
Okay. Did you all agree
we all agreed unanimously, because basing on our party values, there was no way we could. Of course, we discussed. We didn't sit in a meeting and then all of a sudden we said, oh, Mpuga, you come here. No, we discussed. We had an agenda and there were several discussions, and then we finally agreed on the decision. Yes, and the decision was, in fact, the decision was, Bwana Mpuga, things have gone astray, as you can see. We are offering you an alternative. Can you apologize? We also wanted him to step down from being our representative on the parliamentary commission. We asked him that according to what we are, we believe, which you also believe and agreed to when you signed and was inaugurated to belong to the party. We said, we think and believe that if you step aside from the commission and then make a public apology, then we shall see how to navigate around this scandal. And he said, we gave him, he said, he asked for time. He said, give me a few hours. I am a family person. I'm a political, I have a political career. Give me a few hours so that I can be able to communicate. And to date, you see what he has communicated. He has adamantly said, I am not apologizing, I am not stepping aside, am I the first one to take money? You know those things of Ugandans. That is very, very disappointing. So in the person of the Right Honorable Mpuga. Which people?
Where will this conflict leave the NUP?
NUP is a strong party. First of all, we think we are a mass party for all Ugandans. It will depend on what Ugandans want. Now I want to ask you also before I answer you. Do you think Ugandans want corrupt officials? No. So if you don't want corrupt officials, then you join us to fight the corrupt. You are not going to blame us like NRM. Because this was an NRM seed. This was an NRM person planted in our midst. That's why they are making noise. Because for them, that's what they do. But for us, whether we remain one or two standing, we shall fight corruption to its core, to its bottom. I thank you.
Maama Joly Mugisha Omulwade yoyo deputy omukumi deputy omumyuka wa president Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert Bobi mu bitundu ebyo ebya Western Uganda. Yafunyemu obuvukosefu yambeera sinungi nnyo naye Omulwade manya mukujjukiza omutegeere bulungi ani gwe tugamba ani president Kyagulanyi Ssentamu Robert Bobi gwagenze okulabako gwagenze okukyalirako era nawe osobola okuba nga osaba essaala naye nga otegedde ani gw'osabira omutuufu yaani. Kati nawo abantu ab'enjawulo bannayuganda buli omu awadde obubaka bwe ng'ayongera okusabira Maama Joly Mugisha. Ono agambye nti His Excellency Head Tennis President, I love you so much. Father, onagamba speed recovery. Onagambye play ahead. Onagambye, oh dear, I recently sent her a text. She didn't respond. Okay, sorry. Onaga, Mr. President, I'm sending my greetings from Nairobi, Kenya. Welcome. Onaga, I used to like that woman when it came to that political show on Gruz FM. I enjoyed her while in the West. Okay. Onaga, oh dear, I wish Madame Joly a speedy recovery. Nagamba, I continue to pray for her divine healing and protection. Nagamba, won't Kampala Hospital be better? Won't Kampala Hospital be better? Just an opinion. Bobi best wishes quick recovery. Nagamba, thanks for a good work, President. Nagamba, quick recovery and salute you, comrades. Naga speed recovery. Romaga Mantino speed recovery. Naga speed recovery. Drum speed recovery. Babaka bali okweza Maama Joly Mugisha gama. I wish her speed recovery. Bomu speed recovery. Bulomunga ayagalizo wanga asabalira Maama Joly Mugisha kulanga suko bulungi. Nagamba, we sending her much love as she recovers. Nagamba speed recovery, madam. Naga, may the Almighty Allah give her shift and we pray for a quick and steady recovery in Allah. Let me pray for her a quick recovery. For Deputy President Madam Joly Mugisha, may God heal you soon. Byebyo ebigambo bannayuganda nga bagaliza basabira Joly Mugisha obwanyuma okutera nno alimu obulwadde ntonga kumusabira Mukama atuyamba atutaase asuke bulungi Joly Mugisha atadde mwako kasaganya emirimu z'ekibiina so okugenda maaso nawe kimunga kitambulira bulungi. Baagala nnyo mwenna Mukama bankuumye tujja kuba tuddamu mweraba.